and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Huskies, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 24.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Huskies of Anchorage. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and partner, look at this Anchorage team entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were losers last week, so they're all... The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at the veteran under center, their 7th-year quarterback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 68 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked to him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. When you look at this defense, it's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff up the middle. Ramsey, and he's going to be met at about the 43. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sherman. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Ramsey. A solid stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Touchdown, Saints! A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost. Yeah. How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Well, a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. To throw on second down, Bonner. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Back to throw. Bonner. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. And you look at this Saints defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. Here is 3rd and 5. As they've got it as we resume action. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Throwing again. Sherman, he finds his man, complete. That's Walsh. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Sherman firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They run the counter. Ramsey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sherman. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Sherman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Walsh. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. They'll run on 1st down. Metcalf. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Sherman. Allen's got it complete. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Sherman. He finds his man. Complete. It's Moody. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sherman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a play, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try to run this one in, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bonner. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up in the Pacific Northwest at Lumen Field in Seattle. And it's the Rams who are out in front in that one. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdown passes thus far. From there, we'll take a trip east to check on the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And you can see, currently they trail in that ball game. The Bengals locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Kenny Pickett with a couple of touchdown tosses. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
And he returns this to the 22. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Marte Mapu, the one to bring him down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bonner. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bonner. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 42. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bonner. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Face mask. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Huskies have got it back to within a score.
No touchdowns for them in the first half, but their defense kept them in this ball game. So now, maybe this can loosen them up a little because they played tight so far, and they get right back in it with a touchdown run.
Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Up the middle they go. It's Ramsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Sherman. Wide open. It's Allen, complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Off play action. Sherman. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Off the play fake. Bonner, and going deep for Hill. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 51 yards. And the Huskies have scored again in this 3rd quarter. This time to move out in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their lead, they have seen it evaporate completely after such a good first half. They've been shut down here in the third quarter.
Searching for answers, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get back to where they were before. The big part of it is that sometimes you don't have to go exotic now. You go back to basics. Being able to run the football, string some things together, some effective passes, try and get a rhythm established again, and try and get back in the lead.
Back in the lead, like you said, back to the basics. To throw on second down, Sherman. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Moody. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now third down and 6 to go. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Saints on third down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Sherman. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. On 1st and 10, Bonner. He's got the hook up here to Caldwell. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Bonner. It's a slant to Hill. And he'll go down at the 28. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Bonner. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Huskies get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Operating from the gun, Sherman. He's got Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sherman, left side here, taken in by Metcalf. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moody. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Sherman. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. 2nd down, goal to go. Back to throw. Sherman. And it's caught. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration, because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Anchorage, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.